So we went to Selma deliberately, trying to find a mechanism to get our voting rights protected by the federal government.
Selma is the focal point. Selma is the heart of the Black Belt. Selma is a symbol of the resistance to the right to vote. And for that reason, I will have to be here to march with you tomorrow morning in Selma.
We've had in our area here outside agitation groups of all levels. We've had Martin Luther King.
A young demonstrator was killed when state troopers dispersed a protest march. King responded with a call for an 8-day march to Montgomery, dramatized the struggle for the right to vote. He then went to Atlanta to do necessary last-minute legal and political work. In his absence, the attempted march was halted by state troopers. The nation was shocked by the brutal attack, and King immediately rushed back to Selma, where after many difficulties he finally succeeded in getting the historic march underway.
We are going to walk non-violently and peacefully. Let the nation and the world know we are tired now. We've lived with slavery and segregation 345 years. We waited a long time for freedom. We are trying to remind the nation of the urgency of the moment. Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of God's children.
Yes, Steve, the ruling makes it tougher for federal officials to prevent states and localities, primarily in the South, from adopting policies that some see as adding barriers to voting. The longtime civil rights activists feel like the strides made over the last many decades have been lost.
It's very painful for me. I have friends who are in the graveyard for the right to vote.
By a 5-4 margin, the Supreme Court ruled the provisions in place inside the Voting Rights Act that determines who needs to have the right to vote protected no longer apply.
If you think you can trust the state of Texas, Dallas County to draw fair lines, giving everybody equal access to political power, then you're naive, blind in one eye, can't see out the other eye. That's not going to happen.
I weighed all of this. And as I weighed it and as I prayed over it, something said to me that you got to speak on this issue. If you don't speak on it and others don't speak, I'm not going to give up. And no matter where it leads, no matter what abuses it may bring, I'm going to tell the truth.